Hey guys, did you miss the meme reviews? It's Wednesday, my dudes. And welcome to yet another meme review. It's your boy, and well, I've got two memes because I know y'all needed more memes to be reviewed. And well, considering this is not the most original content in the world, fuck it. Let's do some old memes that are still kind of relevant, still kind of funny. So, let's start with meme number one. And this is the American Chopper meme. This comes from one of those terrible Discovery Channel / History Channel shows that basically ended TV education because, as we all know, the Discovery Channel and History Channel found that they could make much more money rather than just, educating people on history and geography and wildlife and anything else that they would do that's educational, and instead just further ground down the world with dumb shit like American Chopper. But regardless, this has had some kind of silver lining in that we now have an amazing meme. Now, what happened was, essentially, this meme came about through an argument between this dad who owns his business and his son who is employed by said father and said business. And essentially, the bloody son gets fired, and thus the screenshots come from this argument. And with it, the imaginations of the denizens of the internet was just somehow invigorated by this. Maybe it was the fact that it's two really buff Chad looking dudes having a really whiny fight, or maybe it's just the facial expressions of a human in an argument. Who knows how this started, but thus we have meme magic. Let's have a few examples. Garfield is a good-for-nothing, lazy slob who doesn't contribute anything to society. He provides snide commentary on the crazy world around him. He constantly mocks the working class, canines, and the failures of John Arbuckle. The humour comes from the contrast between him and John's personality. John Arbuckle is a decent man just trying to do his best. It's just a cat that doesn't exist. I didn't know Garfield could be so deep. You're out there fucking this guy. You can't admit you're gay. Fucking Traps is not gay, Dad. She has big tits and a fat ass. Her feminine penis doesn't define her gender. It's a he. A he. Having a penis makes your boyfriend a man. You are a fucking I'm not a faggot. Goddamn motherfucker. Basement dwelling, neckbeard, fleshlight, fucking new fag. Don't call me a new fag. Hey son, how are you today? I'm great, Dad. Do you need me to move that chair? Please do, my back is killing me. There you go, Dad. Thank you, son, I love you. Already, it's broken my mind. I have already broken the fourth wall several times while trying to read. Is this a sign of a dank meme, or me losing my will to live? Well, to quote Ronaldo, only God knows. I believe this conference has reached an impasse. Yes, quite. I grow tired of your face. I've grown tired of this chair. You are neither a gentleman nor a scholar. See, this meme is capable of enlightenment and good manners, not just aggression. I love this new meme. The meme is classist garbage. These men are obscenely rich. How can it be classist? They're coded as working class white trash who could never be interested in the esoteric or academic. The crux of the meme is compassion and empathy, not mockery. Well, I guess they would be filthy rich, but their roots are that of the working class. Oh, it really makes you think. Ambient recordings of nature aren't art. Art is too vague a term that lacks any true meaning, and we should look at authorship. If the sounds aren't arranged in a purposeful manner, it's basically plagiarism of nature. Even leaving the recording alone is still a choice, though benign. You may have a point. I thank you for the dialogue. Wait, what? Hang on a sec. They're not meant to agree. I guess there's variations of a theme on this meme, I guess, but we'll get into more later. Do you bite your thumb at us, sir? I do bite my thumb, sir. Do you bite your thumb at us, sir? No, sir, I do not bite my thumb at you, sir, but I bite my thumb, sir. Do you quarrel, sir? You see, this meme is just so intellectual and so artistic, it seems, that even the great Shakespeare hath lent his good words upon this. And thus we have Romeo and Juliet, perhaps one of the first dialogues in the actual play itself, where there's one big massive gang fight. And for those of you who don't know what bite your thumb means, it's this. That's what you do. It's basically doing that, but in the Elizabethan times, and maybe even in Venice, where it was set. That's what it means. And now we should take a look at the various forms that the American Chopper meme can turn into. So let's take a look at some of these, shall we? It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground. From my point of view, I have the high ground. Well, then you are lost. Well, now you have the chair ground. Anakin, stop it. Stop throwing the chair. Prequel memes. Enough said. People only like Frasier, ironically. What are you talking about? It's a classic sitcom of the mid-90s undergoing critical and cultural reappraisal. But who cares? It's a show about two rich white guys living in luxury. Who can relate to Frasier? Frasier the character is incidental to the central plot of Frasier the show, which is of course the courtship of Niles and Daphne. It's both a nostalgia trip and fantasy of affluence for millennials whose only knowledge of economic growth and cultural optimism was a 90s tech boom. Despite their differences in emotional shortcomings, the Crane men love for each other. This meme, I don't think has any real root in English, because none of it really makes sense. What did your dweeb ass do to the format? The tone and content are similar, even though the medium and genre are completely different. Bullshit! American Chopper and Neon Genesis Evangelion have nothing in common, and you know it. Show me one similarity. Ah! Go pilot your mom or something, jerk off boy. See? Even in anime land, even in Evangelion, American Chopper can find some common ground. You know what's wrong with circles? No, I don't. They're pointless. I think overall this meme gets about 8 American Choppers and an Evangelion out of 10. Moving on. Who killed Hannibal Buress is a... well, that's an interesting meme, actually. Basically, it comes from a scene in Eric Andre, the Eric Andre show, where basically he shoots Hannibal Buress. I assume he's some guy who's famous. I do know of Eric Andre. He is a comedian. And basically, he pretends as if he just died naturally, as if through some mysterious circumstances, Hannibal Buress has now been shot. Let's take a look at the meme. Vladimir Putin, his opposition. Gunshots. His opposition. Vladimir Putin. I wonder how they died. So sad. My GPA. Procrastinating. Gunshots. Why would my professors do this? Many an excuse was made in school like that. Kurt Cobain. Courtney Love. Gunshots. Why would he kill himself? Moving on. Privacy. The government. Gunshots. The government. Privacy. Why would Zuckerberg do this? I mean, let's be fair, right? Zuckerberg was basically offering the government that anyway, so technically he's both. They all wanted the information, he got given the information, and he's an untrustworthy little shit. Yeah, makes sense. It's kind of a circle of life of stealing people's information and selling it off to the highest bidder, I guess. America, baby boomers, gunshots. Why would millennials do this? You could just put any, generation after the baby boomers and they would blame it on somebody. Hell, they'd probably even blame it on the golden generation before them. Yeah, the baby boomers, they do nothing wrong. Myself, me, gunshots. Myself, me. Star Wars, sequels, gunshots, resume. Star Wars, sequels. Why did the prequels do that? I think the critical appraisal of the prequels should stop because they're still shit. Nothing, no matter how bad the sequels may get or may not get, will, soften the blows of what they initially gave Star Wars fans, nor will it make them better. There's really nothing good about them, apart from Ewan McGregor and Ian McDermott, who played Palpatine. Sorry. Twin Towers, Bush, gunshots. Twin Towers, Bush. Why would Al-Qaeda do this? Spelled Al-Qaeda wrong, but still, interesting. Good men, women, gunshots. Why can't I find a good guy? Maybe the problem lies with them. Windows update, Windows user, gunshots. Windows update, Windows user. Oh, it's like a twist. There are some occasional twists to the formula, but I don't think it's as diverse as American Chopper, nor do I think it's really as gut-wrenchingly funny as American Chopper can quite clearly be. That was not fake laughter. Earlier, while I'm chuckling slightly at this meme, it's nowhere near as good as American Chopper. I mean, don't get me wrong, Eric Andre's style of humour seems to appeal to me because I'm also quite deadpan in some cases when I tell jokes, and I like how his face is completely serious. He makes this meme, and to be fair, the guy with the 2 Uzis also makes this particular meme because it just shows that Windows Update is just it's such a pain in the ass. Overall, I rate it slightly lower. I rate it 7 gunshots, and the guy with 2 Uzis out of 10. And that's the memes, guys. That's the memes. I hope you enjoyed it. I really hope you enjoyed it because, you see, there was one meme review I really tried to do, but the problem was I just couldn't find enough dank memes. I just tried, but it doesn't seem to have a compendium, some info where I can really gather all these memes about the people who are supposedly trying to protect me, but instead of going after people like me who just shitpost online and seem to have problems with objects in my hand like this. But you guys will have to send me those memes. So you know where my Twitter is. You know potentially what I'm talking about. So until next time, it's been your boy, and I'll see you later. Don't worry, I've got a license for this.